So New Addington is 5.6 miles outside of Croydon. There is 22,000 people in total in New Addington, so it's kind of small, but it's quite a big estate. I would say the people there are hardworking, loyal, trustworthy and very proud, but sometimes we do get a bad reputation. But I suppose, as you know, there's sort of good and bad in all areas. So at the Family Centre we provide many services. One of those is food stock, which I know that you have a food stock here as well. Our food stock came from a programme of activities that we ran 6 years ago. We put a proposal into Croydon Council because we thought, you know, we're feeling a bit left out in New Addington and we wanted more services run by the community, for the community. So we put a proposal in. And we was lucky. They said yes, they loved it. So because the council knew that it was becoming into the second year of the benefit cap, they targeted families that were really struggling. And we've done a pilot. We've done a pilot which we call Community Connect. And with Community Connect, we helped people who were facing eviction, we helped them with their rent arrears, we helped them with budgeting, etc. And from that piece of work, they said that they was really struggling with food. So some of our trustees went down to Manchester, because there's a wonderful pantry model, and we thought, wow, we could do something like this, but we could add a little bit extra and not just make it about food, but have the wraparound support as well. So originally when we first opened the food stock, which I believe was in 2018, our target was 20 families for that week. That lasted 1 week only. Following week, we had 50 families. Now we see in between 100 and 130 families a week. Now, when they come to the food stock, we charge them £4. That £4 goes straight back into replenishing stock. But we've really struggled the last 2 years with the cost of living. So we are spending £400 a week to restock. And that is without the wonderful generous donations from the Purley Food Hub, as well as the Felix Project and City Harvest. Some of the residents that come, the £4 is their only weekly shop. Now, when we imagined food stock, we thought it would be like a top-up. So, you know, when things are getting a bit rough near the end of the month, people can come. But no, for some people, it is their one weekly shop. And I think really, in this day and age, when we're such a rich country, that is a crying shame. We also offer things like, we have a universal credit advisor that's based at the centre. We have a welfare rights advisor, tenancy officers, income officers, anything to really uplift the community, raise aspirations, just help people that are struggling, because they are really struggling. We also support the Hygiene Bank. The Hygiene Bank for Croydon is based at the centre as well, because hygiene poverty is also growing and it's really real. And I think when parents haven't got the money to afford washing powder, then their children might have clothes that are stained, go to school, and bullying can start. So I think hygiene is, you know, really important. Also, we support with helping residents sign up to discretionary housing payments. So that started, I would say, September, which was fantastic. A lady called Judy Drake from Croydon Council contacted us and said, you know, she's got this budget, needs to be spent. And I was like, come, we'll spend it. So a lot of the residents benefited from white goods. So if their washing machine or cooker broke down, they was able to, you know, with Julie's help, household support, able to purchase new ones. She would also give out food vouchers, so families got up to £500 of food vouchers to help them through. She'd help with rent arrears, etc. Now that funding, that budget stopped September, but it is due to start again this month, which is going to be a lifeline for many of our families. We also provide coffee mornings for the over 65s, that's weekly, and we do monthly brunch clubs for the over 65s as well. Recently, the members were saying in New Addington that there's a lot of mental health facilities that had closed down. There was nothing really for people that were struggling. So we contacted Mind in Croydon, and they are now delivering a service where they come up once a week and they do relaxation, yoga, sound healing. They also do peer-and-peer support and talking therapies. So when the residents do talk to us, we try and listen, and even though we haven't got much money, we beg anyone to come down and support us to help support the residents. I'm also chair of what we call the RENA meetings, that means Renew New Addington. These happen twice a month, and it's where the police, council members, schools, faith groups meet, and we talk about what's happening on the ground level in Addington. Now, there's been a spate of crime, so it's really important that we all work together, and we know that the police are stretched, so we try to support them as much as we can. We have sessions that we call Couple with a Copper, where residents can come in, meet the local team, and raise any concerns they have with what's going on in the community. I think that's about it, really. But I'd like to say thank you so much. We're really honoured to be asked to come, and thank you for your kind donations, the money, the food. We couldn't do it without you, so thank you.